We talked about your incredibly successful podcast, and yet you currently right now are being sued in federal court by Personal Audio, which is a non-operating company, also known as a patent troll. Tell us what's going on here.
We're being sued by patent trolls, and we're fighting back. These guys started with an initial offer of give us $3 million and we'll go away. It's unclear what technology they possess. They're a bunch of New York attorneys and investors who buy patents and then loosely apply them to businesses and attempt to get money from those businesses. We are going to fight these patent trolls, and I'm joining with the entire podcast community to fight these guys, because if we lose, they'll go after everyone else next. So we are banding together. We have set up a nonprofit fund for fighting the trolls at fundanything.com/patent troll, and people can donate to that fund, and we will use all the money from that fund, which is a very expensive litigation, to beat these guys in court. And then once we beat these guys, they'll leave all the rest of the podcast community alone.
It certainly is very expensive litigation. And in fact, usually in these patent troll cases, people just settle out of court and they don't choose to take them on and to actually fight them. So at the moment, we were just showing the site where you're crowdsourcing to collect money, and you've raised $41,537. Actually, right now, that was earlier when we took a screen grab, you're up to $487 at the end there. How much money are you trying to raise?
We're trying to get to $1 million or plus, because it costs about $1.5 million to fight these guys in court. And by the way, I don't even know what they're suing us for, some piece of technology. But all I can tell you is if we go down, everybody on the internet is vulnerable to these guys, and they're going to get a letter next.
Well, these cases have been popping up too more recently. And in fact, the Supreme Court just heard arguments this Wednesday in two different cases that are taking on patent trolls. So a lot of people are saying that the fact that the Supreme Court judges are even challenging this seems like maybe they have a little bit of sympathy for the companies that often can become victims. And here, maybe even the loser in the case won't have to pay the litigation for the other side. And so they're saying that maybe it'll make it a little bit more of a disincentive for patent trolls to try to take things to court. Does this give you hope that the Supreme Court is looking at cases like this?
Well, yeah, but it's like you have stage 4 lung cancer and 6 weeks to live, and some doctor in Switzerland had an experimental breakthrough, and 2 years from now, it may hit the pharmacy. That's great for the future. Unfortunately, we have a court date in September. So unfortunately, we're going to have to raise the money and fight now. And hopefully in the future, the government will sort of understand what these people are up to and just how anti-American it is and put an end to it. But I feel like they're chasing this patent troll problem, and I don't think they're going to catch them before our trial.